and welcome back to Warframe, and today I'm taking a look at Mesa, the gunslinger frame. Now Mesa's abilities revolve around her using her secondary and her regulators to do an absolutely insane amount of damage in a short amount of time and kind of make sure the other enemy doesn't fire back. Her abilities do revolve around, or at least her final ability, her ultimate ability, does revolve around your secondary. So whatever mods you have on your secondary do go to your final ability. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look. My build is not perfect. I don't think I'm even using the right one right now. Here's the build that I have. It's not the best. I feel like other people probably have better ones, especially since I use this because I feel like I need it. I started using this mod and I can't unequip it for my frames. So the build is mainly going for more efficiency. There's a bit duration there, some more power strength, some more energy, but more duration, more range, and more strength. Overall, basically give you everything that you need. What this Warframe's abilities allow her to do is, okay, well, we'll go over them right now. So, first ability, first of all, let's go over her passive. Her passive is basically that she'll shoot dual-wielded sidearms faster, and she'll reload single-handed sidearms faster. So if you're using something like I am, like the Murloc, you'll reload faster. If you're shooting something like the Axe Stiletto or the what's the other one that I have? Whatever. That'll shoot faster. And you gain bonus health when you're not using melee weapons. It's not that much health, as you can see right now. I'm at 925 health. If I take off the melee weapon, it goes to 975. So it's not an amazing amount of health that you get, but I guess it's a decent amount. So I already made sure Helios is disabled. We're going to go ahead and spawn in a couple enemies here. We're going to put them at a higher level. Let's put them to rank 40, because that's probably the highest you'd go to in a mission before you're like, all right, let's leave this. We're going to go ahead and spawn in something like a something that won't hit back as hard, I guess. Let's go for a butcher so we can run away from them and they won't kill us. So the first ability is basically that you activate it once and it stays on for its entire duration. It doesn't have a duration, it just stays on. And when you shoot stuff, down there you see there's a counter building up. Now the more stuff you shoot, the higher that number will get, of course. And let's see here, can we just snipe him from here? There you go, now it's up to 17 from 8. We can go and spawn in a whole bunch of them now. Let's see, let's go ahead and go near Butcher. We'll go like 10 of them. That'll probably charge this. So there's 26, 35, 43, 52, 68, 70. And all of her abilities, which I like, is that they all kind of go together. So let's see here. I'll explain this a little later when I've gone through all the rest of the abilities. So let's see here. We've done that now. So let's see. Let's go to a level 30 Conquest. And I'm not expecting this to kill the guy, but if it does, it's pretty cool. We're going to get the last bit of damage here. Come here. Okay, now it's at 100. So now that thing's at 100, we reactivate the ability, and it gives us bonus damage. It's not a bunch of bonus damage, but it did take that much down on a level 40 Conquest. As up there, it did say how much damage it gives you. It gives me about 2,000 and like 2,000 and what was it? 2,300 damage. So it's not an insane amount of damage, but it is a pretty good amount of damage. So next ability is her shooting gallery. Now this does have a duration. It's not like the other one where it just doesn't have a duration. What this does is, let me find a beefy unit. Bombard. Fly on over to it. And it disables their weapons, which is really useful for. And if you have your duration, if you have a lot of range, this if you have a lot of range, this ability is probably the most useful for just crowd controlling. So if I spawn in, let's say 3 of these guys, If I spawn in three of those guys and activate this ability, once I get to this range, it disables their guns, and it keeps disabling them, which is really useful. So if you're just walking up and you don't want to get killed right away, yeah, it just keeps disabling the gun for its entire duration. Meaning that you can just go ahead and shoot them, make sure you're not getting shot at, and this will go for a pretty long range. I've been at certain points where I was playing Stealth Floor on Lua, and the range of it was going through the whole map of enemies that just couldn't shoot. So that does go together with a couple other abilities, which I'll show once I get through the last one. Third ability is basically that you can't really take damage during this ability. So go over here, activate it, Shadow Shield, and shoot me. Yeah, he can't exactly shoot me. What this does is it puts a protective barrier around Mesa, and reflects all the bullets or rockets or whatever is being shot at her back to the attacker. And then once you've kind of, I guess, knocked them off guard, you can shoot them, and well, they can't really kill you as long as that shield's up. And this is really useful for the final ability, which I'll demonstrate right now. So we'll go ahead and spawn in 5 Corrupted Heavy Gunners. Now, this final ability is probably the most satisfying out of all of them. So we're going to go ahead and activate Shadow Shield, and I'll show you what I mean. So they can't shoot us. And Peacemaker. Peacemaker basically fires a rapid stream of bullets at their enemies, and it does ridiculous amounts of damage really fast. As you can see, all 5 of those guys are dead already. So this is, again, this does take from your mods. So as you can see here, from here, the highest stat I have on my Valkyr Murloc is Impact. So if I spawn in something that's Corpus, let's go here, let's say Corpus Tech 1 at level, let's say 55. I'm gonna go activate Shadow Shield so we don't die right away. Already dead. So, and her it's an ability, so it's silent. It's silent. So if you're walking through a spy mission or whatever, and you don't want to trigger the enemies or let them see you, this is a really useful thing. We'll go and try one of these. This is gonna suck if I can't get this correctly. So we're gonna go ahead and activate that. Go over here and right through the shields, burning through the health, and boom, already dead. Now this does have one of the highest energy consumption rates of any ability in the entire game. I'm pretty sure at standard this ability drains 13 energy per second, which is absolutely stupid. So the build I have on here is especially just to make the energy go down. So the energy per second is at 6.1, which is a lot better than 13. I'd much rather have it at something like how I have my Valkyr or Excalibur, where it does 1 energy per second. That would be ideal, but I can't exactly do that because I want to be able to use the other abilities as well. But that's still not bad. The field of view is what's reducing, so while I'm shooting. So if let me spawn in something else. Let me spawn in something really bulky so you can go ahead and see this. So Corrupted Bombard, Shadow Shield, and I don't have enough energy. Okay, go over here and keep an eye out. There's a ring around the enemy, and as you shoot, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it's about the size of your reticle. That's about as small as it'll be, and this is the full size of the reticle once you've gotten it down to the smallest. And what that does is that everything that's in the reticle of everything that's in that reticle, Mesa will shoot at. So if I spawn in a whole bunch of these guys, so like 5, if I spawn in 5 of those guys, these guys spawn little drones around them, and when they spawn the drones, there you go. There's one. There's another one. There's more. There's another one. Those drones will get destroyed as well because they're in the field of view. Once that field of view gets smaller, your ability to shoot everything within a radius kind of decreases. So what I would say you do. This ability also has a casting or a usage cost with it. See, it goes down right away to how much energy do I have it at? I feel like it's 10 energy to use the ability. What I would recommend doing is that once you have a bunch of enemies, go ahead and use the ability, and then after a little bit of while using it, once the reticle goes down, deactivate it and reactivate it, and go ahead and do it more so the reticle stays nice and big so you can get everything within a radius. Now, as I said, the abilities do work together with each other quite well. So if I spawn in one corrupted bombard, we're going to increase the level so it doesn't die as fast. So we'll go ahead and use Shadow Shield to block the bullets, and we're going to use the ballistic battery and Peacemaker. As you can see that on there, Peacemaker is building up quite fast and it's already full. So now if I go ahead and use it again, that did quite a lot of damage for one arrow out of the Dread with that ballistic battery. So Peacemaker's charge charges the ballistic battery quite fast. So that's only one of them. The other one would probably be that you can combine all of your last three abilities together to kind of eliminate all ability of enemies doing anything while you're trying to kill them. So we'll go ahead and spawn these guys. We'll go in Shooting Gallery and Shadow Shield, and oh no, we're gonna get closer. So then it disables the abilities, Shadow Shield, no, Peacemakers, and get rid of them all. So now they can't shoot us, and we can shoot them, and even if they do shoot us, the bullets bounce back and hit them. And there's two. Ow. And there's the last one. So yeah, her abilities do coordinate together quite well. I think the combo I'd use the most is probably the third and last ability, to go ahead and keep them from shooting at me while I'm able to shoot at them with the Peacemakers. Yeah, really cool frame. The only not cool thing about the frame is how you get her. Now, the way you get her is basically you have to go and fight Mutalist Alad V. And to do that, you need to build a Mutalist Alad V Assassinate. And to get one of those, you need 3 Mutalist Alad V coordinates, which is only available through invasions and all this other stuff. And that's actually not how once you kill out Mutalist Alad V, you have a chance to get all of her, to get her parts. And as with every other boss, it's not a 100% chance that if you say, well, I want the chassis, you won't 100% get the chassis, you'll get some other part. That's not how I got her though. I got a 75% discount at the store, and I went ahead and bought her with some platinum because I had sold a Frost set for a lot of money, and I went and spent this. So yeah, that's Mesa for you guys. So if you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment down below. It really helps me, and I really appreciate it. I do try to respond to every comment that I can. Go ahead and leave in the comments if you actually have Mesa, what builds you would use, what other mods you would use, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching.